the arrest of Simon Ekpa bridge the 2nd December convention? This is a question for everyone. And I want to see your comments at the comment section, your opinions at the comment section, guys. I want to play a video for you and then tell me what you think about this video. And let us see whether what these individuals actually saying is the true fact about Simon Ekpa and what they actually wanted to happen to the man. But I sincerely think that the arrest of Simon Ekpa is never going to bridge it, just like the same way the arrest of Nnamdi Kanu never stopped the move and the intentions of the people. There was no intention that was arrested at all. So let us listen to these individuals and then I will see you in the next video.
Thanks for joining us on the news this hour. A district court in Finland has ordered the remand of Biafra agitator Simon Ekpa on suspicion of public incitement to commit a crime with terrorist intent. The court made the decision on Thursday after the Central Criminal Police arraigned him for his role in terror plaguing Nigeria's southeast region. Crime Commissioner and head of the investigation, Otto Eaton, said the police suspect that the man has promoted his efforts from Finland with means that have led to violence against civilians in the region of southeastern Nigeria. Mr. Hiltunen also told the court there were 4 other suspects in Finland the police believed were financing Mr. Ekpa's operations. The report describes Ekpa as a native of Lahti, a city in Finland with Nigerian roots. It's not the first time the police would be arresting Mr. Ekpa. In February 2023, they arrested him in a private apartment in Lahti, but released him on the same day. Meanwhile, Chief of Defense Staff General Christopher Musa has expressed happiness with the arrest of Simon Ekpa in Finland. He hopes this will be a step towards his extradition to Nigeria so that he will face justice. The CDS has always called for the arrest of Simon Ekpa following his deep involvement in fueling terrorism in southeast Nigeria. He said he's glad that the international community is partnering with Nigeria in the fight against terrorism. Anti-terrorism specialist Dixon Osaje joins me on the news this hour. Mr. Osaje, thank you for joining us on TVC News at 7. It's not the first time Mr. Ekpa will be arrested in Finland. Do you think that Finland is under any form of obligation to have him repatriated to Nigeria?
Thank you very much for having me. Yes, I think so, because I wonder why it takes Finland this long to get him arrested, because when you look at the multiple international anti-terrorism signatory, Finland is a signatory to the International Anti-Terrorism Act, orchestrated by the United Nations. And I'm so disappointed all this while he takes shelter or refuge from Finland and, instigating violence, criminal act, and an act of terrorism within the Nigerian confines. So for me, I think the Finland nation needs to repatriate him back to Nigeria to come and answer for his crime. His crime is not only against the Nigerian military, it's also against his own people. It's also against his own brothers and sisters, because what he is doing over there in Finland is taking a very beautiful shelter there and putting the lives of Nigerians at risk. For me, if Finland don't act swiftly on this, I think the Nigerian government should push in against Finland and let them know that they are aiding and abetting acts of terrorism, which is not a welcome idea in any given nation.
What do you consider the implication of this arrest on security situation in the southeast? This arrest is coming days before his intention to have a Biafra Convention declaration.
I think this was a fantastic news. Right now, I just got to know about this incident yesterday night because I've not been in the country. And I'm so proud about this. I'm so proud of this present administration, because it's so amazing the past 3, 4, 5 years these guys have been committing communities and nothing has been done. If you ask me what is the implication about his arrest, I tell you, he's one of the leaders that most of his people take orders from. And when it comes to counter-terrorism or anti-terrorism management, you need to go after the leaders, go after the sponsors, so that you'll be able to demotivate, demobilize, and also de-resource. Because when it comes to terrorism management, there are 3 major factors we need to start looking at. We need to start looking at de-resourcing this criminal element. We need to start looking at delinking this criminal element and also de-resourcing. This guy, Samuel Ekpa, has been funding most of these guys, I don't know where he gets his funds from, but he has been funding his people to carry out terrorist acts against the Nigerian people and the Nigerian states. So for me, it's a very good measure. As it is now, his arrest is going to mitigate and also demoralize some of his followers. I think so.
Quickly, how do you react to those who have said Nigeria should respond differently than it did 54 years ago to secessionist movement, that there are alternatives in dialogue, identifying the stakeholders and talking with them?
Fantastic question. Fantastic question. You see, for me, first of all, I think I will blame the Nigerian military about the emergence of Simon Ekpa. You know, that is why sometimes we need to be very careful in the activation or in the dispensation of use of force. Use of force must always be seen as the last resort. If you don't use it as a last resort, you're going to cause yourself more trouble. And that is why you see every 20th of October, a group of Nigerian police officers and men will be at the toll gate trying to ensure that no guys come there to come and carry out protests. This is a fallback of the negative effect of what our guys did. But for me, I would strongly advise that in future, we should start looking at discussion, we start looking at having a round table to talk about the issues and what the matter is. It's not all about projecting the military at any given instance for them to go and the military will just go there and destroy everything and cause more problems. So I strongly advise the Nigerian government to adopt tactical methodology in addressing unrest, tactical methodology in addressing peaceful protests, and tactical methodology in addressing any given situation that will put the Nigerian state in a state of unrest, so that you don't escalate what you are trying to prevent. If you have these tactical measures in place, looking at the use of force and making sure that the use of force is the last resort, I don't think we'll be here or having such kind of problem in nearest time.
Anti-terrorism specialist Dixon Osagie, thank you for talking to us.
Thank you.